Are we human? This is exciting, Pricey. We're joined in the studio with the fastest woman in the UAE, which is ironic that she was late for the interview. But it's Harriet Stewart. Welcome. Hello.
I was not late.
You
I
weren't
was
late.
2 minutes early.
No, I was just wanted to get a joke away, that's all.
We're finding your life and your life here in the UAE so interesting because you have a full-time job, a 9-to-5 job, but then you're doing all these fantastic things with your spare time. I mean, you're doing a lot of training, you're sprinting. Are you really the fastest woman in the UAE?
Well, I competed in a race, goodness me, it was in November last year, which was titled the fastest girl in the UAE. So,
How does it feel out of, what's the UAE, like 9 million people?
Yeah,
give or
around
take,
there.
To be the fastest person in the UAE. Do you go to bed at night and just be like, yeah?
no, but my friends do.
Okay.
So if I'm out, it's usually, this is Harriet, she's the fastest girl in the UAE, which then proceeds to be, she's the fastest girl in the world. If
Right.
I was, I'd be in the Olympics.
It snowballs. It
Sure.
has to. And so have you always been quite sporty in life always? But this is just snowballing now, like later on?
Yeah, I mean, well, I was actually a gymnast for 10 years.
Yeah.
So before that, from probably the age of 5 to 15, I competed at quite a high level with gymnastics.
Yeah.
Kind of finished that and then went into sprint hurdling. So with sprint hurdling, it was, again, another 5 or so years and then moved here in 2009. So yeah, and then it was just a case of I'd do Circuit Factory and different things like that. And then it was actually last year. So when Fit Republic opened,
Yeah.
I kind of went back into gymnastics, clawing onto my youth
We've
in
all
a
done
major
that.
way.
But you're doing it so well. You are doing it so well.
And then it was actually, I was at a circuit training session and a guy said, "You're a sprinter, you should come and train with us." And then I did, and that was January last year, and it's just kind of gone from there.
Yeah. And how do you fit it all in with a full-time job and then all your training? How long are your days?
They're interesting because I work in events as well, so it's not necessarily a
Yeah.
9 to 5.
Yeah, of
but
course.
I kind of, my training is now at 5 a.m. most mornings. So if I want to be able to fit that in, I have to work it around a schedule, and that's pretty much the only way I can.
And what time do you go to bed?
9, 10, 11,
Wow.
12. It
What?
really depends.
Oh, Harry, I just have to
Goodness.
show you this. It's
Yeah.
it's on Harriet Stewart's. I'm going to say Harriet L. Stewart. That's your Instagram handle. This is called a birthday box jump. And this
birthday
is what
box jump.
Harriet did on her birthday.
So what I'm watching is you're on your knees and then you jump up and then you've got to jump to a height of what? About a metre and 1.3 metres?
Yeah.
And you do it with ease.
I think that's from the gymnastic side, though.
Ah, right.
Especially with plyometric training, I kind of see the gymnastics influence is actually, it's helped me a lot.
Yeah.
So that's actually with that box jump, it's all about my sprint start and trying to get out of the blocks a lot faster.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of technique behind it.
Okay.
But yeah, it was on my birthday.
So so watching that.
Going. Kind of a race to you or something.
Great. You're making me feel bad about the box jump, and then you're making me feel even worse because it's on your birthday as well.
We're here with Harriet Stewart. She's the fastest woman in the UAE and one of our humans of the UAE. What's the dream from here?
What's the dream from here? I suppose I'm still on a fitness journey.
Yeah.
So whilst I'm now 29, oh dear. I suppose the dream isn't necessarily the Olympics, but it's something that I can realise a specific goal in mind. So if that's a time that I'm setting, so for the 100 metres, I'd like to run it in 11.8.
Yeah.
That's not Olympic standard. It's about a second away, but
Yeah.
it's still.
Silver medal.
That's amazing.
Not bad.
Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in, and make sure you follow
Yeah.
Harriet on Instagram. It will make you feel bad. I'm not going to lie. You will feel a bit bad about yourself.
Or it'll inspire.
It will inspire you
Yeah.
because you're amazing, and these videos I absolutely love. From the time I followed you, I've just loved them. It's at Harriet L. Stewart. Nice.
On Instagram. Thanks so much for joining us, Harriet.
Thank you.